Hey guys, and welcome to another video. Now, first things first, I want to apologize for uploading this video so late because a lot been going on. You know, it's the first week of school and I'm just trying to make sure that, you know, my grades is good before anything else. But thank you for tuning in. That's number one. And it's your girl Junon, and we gonna get into another Grownish review. Now, this was season 1, episode 3, and this episode was all about love. All right, so in college, you know, people have a lot of perceptions about what love really is, but honestly, like, college love is very rare that you will find your like true love in college. You feel me? So it starts off with her thinking she's in love with Aaron. Her meaning Zoe. She thinks she's in love with Aaron. She thinks she found the one, and you know, all he does is treat her like a booty call. So he only texts her at night, and he texts her the same text, "You up?" and then she'll get up and run to him, or whatever the case may be. So then she said, he texted her one night and he said, "You up?" and she said it felt different. Like, it just felt like it would have been something more that night. So then she calls all her friends over and she's like, "Guys, this is an emergency. Like, I think he's really like we're gonna do something else. Like, the last time we you know had a you up, it was just us fooling around. Like, it was nothing serious." And her friends were like, "Well, basically, you're his booty call." And then one of her friends, Anna, which is her roommate, she was like, "Oh, you need to like take control. Like, Aaron is like the hottest guy in the school, and you need to take control, and you need to tell him, like, you know, you just need to not answer. Like, take your control back. Be a female that's strong about her business." So, you know, Zoe's like, "Okay, well, this sounds like a good idea. Like, I think I could do that." So she doesn't text him back. So the next day in class, they sitting there. She like, "Oh, hey, Aaron, what's up?" He like, "Yeah, what's up? I like your shirt." You know, it's just like a nice little vibe, nothing serious, nothing major. Then she looked up, and then there's this girl. She's like, and then Aaron leaves class and then go hang out with the girl. When he went to hang out with the girl, he kissed the girl. So now Zoe in her feelings, because she thinking like, okay, he done found somebody else on me. So Zoe learning the game, she's just not getting the game. You feel me? She's like, "You know what? I'm just gonna go out with Luca." So she apparently liked him, which none of us knew. But she just goes out with Luca. They go to a kidding concert. They're having the time of their lives, and basically at the concert, that's when they start kissing. They start, you know, talking or whatever. So now, you know, while she's on the phone with Luca and they're talking, and you know how things be. Females especially know how things be. Like, whenever you're talking to another guy, that's when the last guy always want to hit you up, and it just be all the extra stuff. So she goes ahead, she's like, you know, talking to Luca on the phone, and then while she's on the phone, she gets a text, and it's Aaron, and he's like, "Hey, you up?" And that's when she's like, "Oh, Luca, I'm gonna call you back later." She goes to her friend, she's like, "You see, I told you, like, now I got the juice." So now Zoe thinks it's a great idea to go ahead and, you know, I just don't care communication and nothing. I'm just going to act like I'm exclusive with each of them. So she was just like, technology is her best friend. Like, she uses, like, whenever she uploads a picture with her and a guy, she puts an emoji over the guy's picture. She knows their locations. She has, like, you know, the Snapchat geotag, so she knows where each of them is at, so they don't ever run into each other. And she has ringtones for each of them. So, like, if she's with one of them and then the other one calls, she'll know, like, not to pick up, or if she should pick up. So then she was like, the same way technology is on your side, it could also be like your enemy as well. So then, you know, things started happening. Like, Luca put her on her Snapchat, and she had to like go ahead and like drop the phone real quick. So, you know, no face, no case. You feel me? So then, she gets caught, and I feel like she got caught in the stupidest way ever, y'all. So she on FaceTime with Aaron. And that's when Luca calls her, and her excuse is, "Oh, Aaron, I'm about to take a shower. I'm gonna call you back later." Aaron, all right, cool. Like, it's whatever. So she on FaceTime with Luca. Luca's like, "Oh snap, this connection is bad. I'm gonna have to Skype you." She said, "All right, cool. Do what you gotta do." She hangs up with Luca, who just told her that, "Okay, I'm about to Skype you," and then she decides to call Aaron back on her phone, like FaceTime him back. He's just like, "Well, you said you was about to take a shower. Like, your clothes still on, your hair is not wet, your makeup's still on. Like, what's tea?" And that's when Luca Skypes her. He was like, hey, like, who's that? Like, her laptop is in her background now. Like, hey, who's that Skyping you? Like, what's up? Like, why is Luca Skyping you? And that's when she's like, what? Like, she didn't want to look at it. And she just, like, hit it with her, like, hand. And that's when Luca comes up. He's like, well, why are you on FaceTime with Aaron? And that's when they just go ahead and they just go at each other and they start arguing. And that's when, you know what, they're like, you know what, Zoe, like, this whack. Like, this is not, you know, what I look for in a girl. And they both break up with her or whatever. So now she's feeling hurt or whatever. And now she's feeling like, oh snap. She's like, oh snap, like, I just lost both of them at the same time. Like, how did this happen? She's feeling bad about herself, you know, college blues, whatever. She's so dramatic, extra stuff. So she's sitting in lunch one day, and then the dean comes up to her, and the dean's like, what's wrong? Like what happened? Like, you seem sad. So she told the dean her whole story. He told her, you basically have to communicate. So she makes it her motto, and she's like, okay, now for real, I'm here for myself. I got my girls. It's gonna be us, and that's it. And the episode ends off with a guy asking her, a cute guy at that, like, the guy was fine, and he asks her, oh, you know, where's the library at? And she tells her friends, oh, I'm gonna meet up with y'all later. And, you know, that's how the episode ends. Now, with this episode, I didn't like it as much as I liked the first two, because I feel like it was really unrealistic. Like, I'm in college right now, and I don't know, maybe I don't got the juice like she do, but that don't ever happen to me. And even if it did, like, I feel like the people that it does happen to that's around me, they know how to handle, you know, kind of juggling two guys, you know what I mean? Like, if she, like, I just felt like she just didn't know how to handle it. That whole Skype situation could have not happened. She literally, one part of the episode, which I forgot to mention, she had texted Aaron you up, like, she tried to flip the script. And that's when he ain't text back. And so she starts texting him, like, her whole life, their future plans together, if they should open a bank account together, all that extra stuff. And he told her literally, please stop. And I'm just like, you need to know how to text guys. You need to know how to deal with guys, like, especially if you're trying to make it more than a friend. You can't be telling guys that you just met the same year, like, oh, like, your plans to marry them. Like, you can't do that. So I just felt like she don't know what. I get that college, they're supposed to portray somebody that's, like, unknowing and naive and all that good stuff. But for me, in this episode, she was too naive. Now, I'm not saying it's not a good show. Like, it's still a good show. Don't get me wrong. But this episode, it was just too naive for me. Like, I'm just like, you just gotta know better. Like, all across the board. I don't care if you're 18, 15, 16. Like, you just have to know better. So I just really think that the next episode is going to be more of, like, Aaron wanting her back. Because you know how guys are. Like I said earlier in the video, when they see you moving on, that's when they're going to want to try to latch on to you, try to bring you back, try to make you remember memories and all that extra stuff. But honestly, like, the next episode, it looks like it's going to be extra juicy, because Aaron going to be trying to, like, he going to try to be like, you know, what you doing? Like, why you with this dude? You know what I mean? So he going to try to get her back or whatever. So we're going to see how the next episode goes. In the next episode, I will be on time, trust me. And I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you guys thought about the episode, and make sure you stay tuned for my other videos. Thank you.